tell you about course 6. You must beat 1 minute 40 seconds in 3 laps. This one is not that difficult either, what with all the practice you've had from the previous courses. Just watch out for the sharp turns that lead to the 2 hills, and always remember to go down a hill first and then make a turn to the next beam. So don't aim directly towards the beam from the top of the hill. Just go down the hill first normally and then go to the beam. Alright, so anyway, yeah, I really had gotten into reading the Harry Potter books, and then that got me into reading Dean Koontz and Stephen King and Dan Brown. And I guess I was just inspired by all the stories and how crazy some could be that I wanted to start writing myself. So back in 7th grade, I actually wrote my first small book. Now, just to let you know, this was before I found out about the movies. But the book dealt with this kid whose mother was really abusive towards him. Stuff happened, and the kids finally talked the kid into killing his mother. So the kid did that, and the mother came back and haunted the kid and his friends in their dreams and was killing them off one by one. I know that kind of sounds a lot like the Freddy Krueger movies, and after finding out about the Freddy Krueger movies, I realized how much alike the stories were. So I kind of gave up on that story. It was like 120 pages, I think. And it wasn't that big of a book, but you know, it was my first book, so I was proud of it until I found out how close to the movies it was. Like I said, I didn't even know about the movies before I started the book. But anyway, so I started writing a little more after that, and it was just novels here and there that I've actually never completed a book except for that very first one. And be careful with this term, because you do not want to crash into that tree. Trust me on that, alright? Because you'll lose a lot of time crashing. Anyway, but yeah, I started writing a lot more after that. Started writing all these different kinds of books and stuff, and like I said, never really finished it. Course 7, you must beat 1 minute 35 seconds in 3 laps. Once again, not much to it. If you take the shortcuts through across the grass, just watch out for the beam that would be directly between you and the steep slope at the edge of the track. Remember to either coast at just the right angle or handbrake to the left and slide into the beam. If you go up the slope head on or at if you go up the slope head on or at an awkward angle, it could cause you to fall off, because it did me. I'll show you what I mean whenever we get to that too. This one might be a little difficult, but it shouldn't be too hard with all the practice you've had before. Anyway, but a lot of my stories I like to do, I like to put as much detail into them, whether it's gore, whether it's just a lot of controversial things that make people feel uncomfortable. I just love putting detail into that. I guess it's just my thing, making people feel uncomfortable in my stories, because I could just go all out with them. But like I said, I never actually finished a story, a novel. But that's alright, I guess. I mean, I still have them all saved on my computer. I'll probably start on them eventually once I actually maybe want to take a big break from Let's Plays and stuff. I know I've already taken breaks before, but I mean just an actual break where I don't actually have to take a break from it. Because I do enjoy doing Let's Plays. It's just, I guess after a while I just kind of get bored with the game. With the Grand Theft Auto games, I don't get bored with these. These are pretty fun. Okay, well now I'm kind of splitting off into 2 subjects here. Okay, I guess I'll finish the first subject. Writing. So I really got into writing and stuff, and after working on the Grand Theft Auto Vice City Stories guide, that, I mean, I'm still working on it, of course, but I just realized how fun it is to write this stuff. So I think one of the things I want to do is actually write guides for video games, like professional guides, ones that get published and everything. I don't know if I want to work for Brady Games or Prima or whatever, because their guides are alright, but I kind of want guides to be a little better. I guess in my style, in terms of, as soon as something becomes available, I'll give you all the details at that time. I won't tell you to skip around, like to go to the end of the guide to check out the details of this, and then you have to find your place back. No, if something becomes available, I'm going to give you all the details of that, like side mission or collectible or whatever, at that time, as soon as it becomes available, like I do in my guide. Because if you've noticed, I'm not having it to be like, the main story, all the main story missions all bunched together, and then, like, if you want to collect this, follow this link and go here to the bottom of the guide, and then you have to go to the bottom of the guide, do everything you can, and then you have to find your place back at the top of the guide, if you're reading it online. So yeah, I don't like that style at all. I just want to get things done as quickly as I can and as logically as I can. Anyway, course 8. You must be 2 minutes and 40 seconds in 3 laps. Yeah, this one can be slightly longer than what you've done, but it is the last course for the BMX. Everything you've worked on comes into play here, so remember it all. Level your landings, coast or handbrake your turns, depending on how sharp. Look where you're turning, and tap X to cycle fast until out of stamina, then just hold X to pedal. And actually, I found something I need to kind of change on my guide that I messed up on. There we go. Alright, so like I said, everything comes into play here. It's a little longer, but hopefully you've remembered everything you've done before, and let's just make it work. So see, that one probably need to be a R1 to handbrake. And like I said, coasting is just letting go of X and just turning. And of course, be very careful whenever going up these hills, because you don't want to go up at a weird angle and force Vic. I guess I could cut across the grass on that one. And you don't want to force him to like fall off or anything. Anyway, so yeah, I might want to start writing professional guides. I mean, I know another thing I really want to do with my life is working for the movie industry and doing special effects and stuff, because I love doing or editing videos and all that type of stuff. So I guess that's why I love doing Let's Plays, because I get to do everything I want to do. I get to help people out with video games. I get to play video games. I get to create these really detailed guides, and I get to edit my videos. So it's kind of a all-in-one package. I wish there was like a, what do you call it, business for this. That'd be so awesome if that was possible. Get paid for doing Let's Plays. Yeah. I mean, I'm not saying I'm going to do it just for the money, but it's just because it's something I enjoy, and I wouldn't mind doing it for like the rest of my life. I don't know. I know it's kind of geeky or nerdy to say that, but it's just something I enjoy and that makes me happy. Anyway. And I know there was another split that I did, because I remember I started talking about 2 things and then went off to the writing deal, but I completely forgot what the other split was. I'll have to probably try and remember that, think about it. Alright, and then just tap X to go forward and you'll beat it. I got 2 minutes and 26 seconds. Like I said, you had to beat 2 minutes and 40 seconds, so I did pretty well on that. And you'll pass the mission, get $2,500. And of course, $100 per course that you complete. And you should be 17.9% towards 100%. Which is awesome. So, now we just have one more vehicle to do, which this one is going to be the longest one to do. Alright, so here we're going to be going to the southwest area of the track, I believe. I wish there was a way we could just travel to here, but of course you can't get on the BMX bike, because then I'll start the missions all over again. But go over here into the southwest corner of the bike, or the track, and right on the other side of this hill you'll see Sanchez, which we'll start these on the next section of videos, everyone. So I will talk to you all then. Peace out.